I've probably said this before, but I want to say it again. You know, I keep on hearing, first off, I keep on hearing from the elites, these rich people, like, we don't have a replacement population. It's, blah, blah, blah. People aren't having kids. Yeah, there's a lot of different reasons, and it's not just economical. It's not. It's also like there's lack of family. Everybody's all about themselves. There's like basically no support system. You have like old people, grandparents that have no relationship with their kids and their grandkids. Like why are people going to want to have families when like you have family members that really don't have anything to do with you? You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you've bought me stuff, but we don't really have a relationship. You know what I mean? It's just like I basically was an accessory to your life. You never really give a shit about me. And that's what a lot of people feel. They feel like that's what happened with the older generation, the boomers and the Gen X. The younger generation feels like they didn't give a fuck about them. And this is why people don't want to have kids. It's like, fuck it, then I can let the lineage end right here. Well, here's also a problem too. It's modern day women are a problem as well. Well, they all like, the soft gay men at the top. So they're all fighting for these guys at the top, the weak men at the top. Okay, they're the alphas, they're the strong, they're the weak, they're the soft. They don't get their hands dirty. They don't know, they haven't worked a real job. They don't like American women don't like, they're like really stuck up. You know what I mean? Like they're stuck up. So like they don't like guys that work with their hands and get their hands dirty and earn an honest living. They don't like nice guys either. So they don't like guys who try to do the right thing, who try to be a good husband, who try to be a good father. You got to be toxic too. You got to be a piece of shit too. You got to treat me like shit too. So like you got to be able to do both. But most guys aren't built like that. Most people, you're like kind of one way or the other. You're kind of like a really douchey asshole, or you're like a normal kind of like a regular nice guy. You're just a regular dude who's just like trying to do the right thing. They don't like that. So like that's a problem. And then we have a lot of gays here as well. So that's another problem. So when we have gay people, which is like, okay, you be gay or whatever, but like if we have a growing population of gay people, that means there's going to be less people having kids. They can't have kids now. They can adopt kids. They can do like a surrogacy or some bullshit, like a test tube baby or whatever. But they really can't do it the natural way for obvious reasons. I mean, you have that, and then you have people just aren't attractive. I mean, women, are really obese here. They let themselves go, so they care about being attractive, but they don't. It's almost like they care about it with their friends, their girlfriends or whatever, but they don't really care. You just go on dating sites and you see like there's no effort to better yourself at all, to try to make yourself more appealing. You're just like, this is how I am and that's it. It's like, okay, I can't work with that. I can't work with that. If you're like motivated to be bettering yourself, that's one thing, but like, no, not if you're just going to be like, no, this is me and I'm just going to get worse from here. Like, I'm just going to get more unattractive and get bigger. It's like, and then we can't talk about that, right? Is my video gonna like get banned? Just like a bunch of my other videos. If you do the reverse, look at my older videos first. You don't have to look at the videos, but like you can see all the ones that they've taken down. You've taken out a bunch. So, and I'm not trying to like hate on anybody. I'm just like trying to tell the truth. And that's something that they don't want you to do, I guess. Tell the truth. And I will be telling the truth about race as well. So, not in this video, but it's just like, well, here's an idea. I mean, listen, we have to make things more affordable for sure. Like, we have to make things affordable for the youth. If you want them to procreate, you have to make it affordable. You have to make it like Right now, it looks like all we hear about, oh, it's going to be a crash, it's going to be a depression, you know, this is bad, 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 World War III, this. If it's all you hear and it's all doom and gloom, and then you go out there and you're like, dude, I can't get ahead. I cannot get ahead. Even if I'm working a ton, even if I'm like working a regular job and I'm doing more on top of it, and I just can't get ahead because something pops up. This happens in my car, this health thing, it just takes all the saving. I just can't get ahead. I just can't. They're just like, I can't do nothing. What do you want me to do? It's too expensive. And it's too expensive. You have to like lower the prices. You know what I mean? We need some stability in our civilization. Like we need prices to not be like do so much. We don't need them to keep going up and up and up. They can do that, but it needs to slow down. But they won't stop printing money anyway. So I mean, here's a solution. How about we just import young women who want to be wives and mothers? Why don't we do that? You know, like if we're gonna have immigration, those are the only ones that should be brought in here. We don't need any more like average guys. Like if you're a guy that's coming in here, you're immigrating in here, you better have a high IQ. Like your IQ needs to be like a 150, a 130. You have to be like really, really intelligent, really, really special to fucking get in here at this point. It has nothing to do with race, and it has everything to do with intelligence and what you're gonna bring to the table, not just being an average person. We have enough of that. We have enough women that want to, you know, be their own strong, the men of their lives. So like we have that. We don't need any more average people here. So we need young women who don't have kids themselves, who want to have kids, who want to become an American citizen, and they don't want to be a feminist. They don't want to go to work. They don't want to do anything. They want to start a new. This is the type of women we need to bring in here. And then the only guys that could come in here are the really, really highly intelligent men, or like you have like means to have bring businesses here and stuff like that and create good jobs. We don't need just jobs. We need good jobs for people. You know, and also like, you know, people aren't having kids because they're like they don't know the future. Like I go to college and then I come out and I owe a bunch in debt and I don't, you know, and maybe you went for the right thing. Maybe you went for coding, you know what I mean? And then it's like, okay, coding is outdated now because AI just took that. But I just spent the last 2 years or however long to learn the coding. Now it's worthless. And it's like, what do you you know what I mean? So everything is so like up in the air, and then these people like Elon Musk are like, why are people, it's baffling, I don't know why people aren't having kids. I don't know, man. Like you can't fucking figure this shit out, you know what I mean? Yeah. Economically, yes, that's number one. Family support, that's number two. The family support, like we need women that stay home and handle the home, take care of the kids. If we had more women staying home and taking care of the kids, daycare wouldn't cost so much. You know, you would have less kids in the daycare. So they would have to lower their prices because they want to try to get customers. So like these women need to basically be out of the workforce. That's what we need. We need them, like these women, which they will be out of the workforce soon, when the white collar jobs are taken. We need them to be like, I think that I should be a stay-at-home mom. I think that's best for me. I think that's best for my future. Find me a good man and hope, dude. But the thing is like women, what you've been doing to us is like conditioning us to live without you. So like, you might not even be able to, even when you guys decide to wake up and come into reality, you're going to be forced into reality at some point. At some point, the party's gonna end for us all. They can't keep printing money. We're not gonna have like a collapse where every, they're probably gonna, like, the collapse is gonna hurt a lot of people. I don't know if it's gonna be like the Mad Max that people are but I definitely think that women are gonna start like really second guessing things and like, oh shoot, like these jobs are literally gone. Now I have to go work in the pits. I have to go get dirty. I have to go work on the floor. So like that's what you have to do. Like, or you can find a good man you better be loyal to. These women that, you got all tatted up, you have a high body count, like older women, there are men like me that will be accepting, but then there's other men that are my age to be like, no man, I'm good. I don't even want to do anything with you. Like I still want like a partner if like she's loyal or whatever. Yeah, she's got a high body. I can deal with that because like so who the hell am I to say anything? You know what I mean? But like you ain't messing with anyone. Like if I'm messing with somebody, she better not be with anybody else. I don't want any STDs. I don't want anybody coming over starting drama. Like if you don't want to be with me, then let's just break up. You go and do you and get the fuck away from me because I don't want to be around you if you're around other men. Okay? So that's just me. But yeah, like right now it feels like we're powerless. The men feel powerless. That's why there's not a lot of workforce participation. And like you're not really making, like, women need to really wake up and come to the realization that you need to stop thinking he has to have it all now and be like, this guy has a lot of potential and I can help him build the empire, not him have the empire and I just come in and I'm just like, put your feet up and just like you're in paradise. No, you need to put your work in. You need to roll up your sleeves too, and you need to, it's not going to be, oh, because I'm pretty or whatever. Like that's cool, that wears off, you know what I mean? You have to do more than just show up. And some guys will be, whatever, but like the amount of competition that you guys are gonna really have against each other to like start getting men like me, locking men like me down, it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough for you. So I would suggest if I was giving advice to these women, I would say clean up your social media, try to make it lower as possible. I would get rid of any type of provocative material. If I was like your ass shots, I would get rid of all of that shit. I would just totally go through all my social media and start deleting all that shit if I was a woman. Invest in, if you can, tattoo removals. Like you should remove your tattoos. I wish I didn't have my tattoos. I went out in the sun, I got sunburnt last year and I have a tattoo right here. And then it started like the skin, I'm like, fuck, it looks like skin cancer. It went away, but it's like, dude, I wish I never got tattoos, man. But yeah, I would definitely clean up my social media big time if I was a woman right now. Like you need to, I would lower the friends. I would lower I might even like delete. You got you got 50,000 people on TikTok. Who gives a shit? They're mostly bots anyway. Delete the whole fucking thing. The whole thing is gone. Are you making lots of money off of it? Is it supporting you? 50,000 people. Who gives a shit, man? Are you making money off of this? No? Well, then you better fucking make a decision. Is that really important to be followed by 50,000 bots and keep all your material up there, but you can't find a good man? Like, listen, man. All these women who are complaining that they can't find a good man, well, why are you settling for the douche? Why are you like, why are you letting yourself get in that position to be with a piece of shit anyway? You know what I mean? Like, this seems like a you problem. Where's all the good men? Well, with my ex-fiance, she was not good for me. I was not good for her. That was horrible. And that's on me. Like, I should have ended that 4 days after, when we first had our first problem. It was a chicken nuggets. I got home like late off of work, and I picked up McDonald's. It was like I don't know, 12 o'clock at night, whatever. And the chicken nuggets were hard, and she was upset. I was like, try to give her some of my shit, and then basically, like, you want me to go back? And I was just like, dude, I'm tired from work, and I don't want to deal with this. And I was like, I just ended up like, let's go to your, I'm just going to take you home. And I was like, so I drove her home. She was like crying the whole time. And I felt bad because she was pregnant, not by me, but somebody else. And I just, but I should have dumped her ass off and went back home, went on my way. That was a me problem because I try to make something work with somebody who it wasn't gonna work with. Like, especially like if you're a woman and you repeatedly end up with the same piece of shit, like, when are you gonna start realizing that's you're the one picking him? You're the one settling for this person. Why? Oh, they're a different person. Well, then you see him for a while. Like, you get to really know him. You don't just jump into shit. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I know people change. Guys don't really change that much, to be honest. And you should be able to spot out red flags the more times you spend with this person, because, like, the more times you spend with somebody, the mask starts slipping, and they can only be that phony person for so long in front of you until they stop, like, really giving it shit. So you just let time show it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you get a feel for guys, but your parents should like him. I mean, seriously, if your parents like a guy that you're with, that's good. You should probably end up staying with that guy if your parents like him. The parents who don't like the guy you're with, chances are he's probably not a good guy, and they don't like him for a certain reason. They got a vibe that you're not seeing, that you're probably like, blah, 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 this and that. Oh my God, he's such a Chad. He's got a washboard abs. He's 6'5". He's such an alpha. Like, he gets me married. I don't know what you're doing. He puts me in my place. But you can't have it both, man. You can't have it all. So it's like, okay, you can live in the fast lane with guys like that. That'll be here today, gone tomorrow. Kind of like a 10 woman, let's just say if I had the resources to gain a 10, doesn't mean if I lose my job, she's gone. You know what I mean? So it's just these women need to really wake up to reality. And unfortunately, things are going to get pretty hard for them before they actually wake up. But they need that. They need to come down to reality. And guys need to let them. We have to let these women, we need to let them fall. They need to see what it's like. They need to see what it's like to live how we've been living. So we need to stop propping them up. They want to be treated equal, then treat them equal. I try to treat every woman like I treat guys. Like, hey, listen, like, if I'm at work, especially now, I've done this for a while. I've done this since COVID. Listen, if you're a woman and you want my validation, you want to talk to me, you need to come up and you need to make that pretty apparent that you want my attention. Because there's the days of me going up to women I don't know at work and try to be cool with them is fucking over. Like, if I don't get any type of, like, if you, it doesn't really take a lot, you know, kind of like eye contact, a smile. Oh, okay, how's it going? You know what I mean? No, but this is what I get from women. They look fucking right down at the ground when I'm walking past. Like, okay, you don't want to talk, okay? You know, some women, like, they're just like, they don't want to look at me. I'm like, okay, then fuck you. I'm not gonna fucking talk to you. You know what I mean? So, like, I have to protect myself. I have to protect myself to make sure that I'm completely professional at work. And, you know, like I said, if a woman wants my attention, she can come up and get my attention. I will talk, I'll have conversations. And this is how I've been treating everybody at work. I don't know any of these people. These people don't know me, but I'm the new guy. Not many people has really came up to me and asked me anything about myself. So it's just like, I don't care. I'm just there to make money anyway. Nothing against the people I work with are fine. These people are cool. Like, these people are hardworking people. I respect everyone I work with. Everyone I work with, I respect. But, like, I'm new. I don't know them. And if people aren't going to I just don't care. I just don't, and at this point in my life, I'm just like, I don't even really want to talk to people, to be honest. I'd rather just deal with the AI, deal with the kiosk, not even have to go shopping anymore. I just ordered a bunch of cleaning shit off of Amazon instead of actually going to the store and getting it myself. I'm just like, I don't even really want to talk to people at all. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I like talking to people, but it's like, I want to talk to people who, I don't want the superficial shit anymore. Like, I want real shit. I want to talk about deep level shit. And not a lot of people want to do that. So it's just like, I kind of feel like I'm living in a Minecraft village. This is what reality is for me. I'm in a Minecraft village and I'm just with the city villagers. Like, they're just the AI, you know, not even AI, just the NPC. That's what it feels like to me in real life. Everywhere I go, this is what it feels like. And people are smarter than me. I've dealt with people that were way smarter than me, way more intelligent, have higher IQs. But it's just like the in-depth stuff that I think about, the stuff that a lot of people just don't resonate with. And I like to talk about, like, there's so much more I would like to talk about on my channel that I can't because I'm so terrified that YouTube's gonna go ahead and just take my stuff down. But it's like, dude, I'm just trying to tell the truth, man. I'm just like, this is my perspective. Is it right? Is it wrong? I don't know, you know, but yeah, no one's perfect. No one's perfect. So we all make mistakes. That's another thing with this society that we have going on. It's like everyone's trying to act like they're fucking flawless. And we're all perfect and we haven't done anything wrong and we haven't screwed anybody else over. And it's like, we've all been selfish. Everybody on this planet has been selfish and we've all treated somebody like crap in our life. It doesn't matter. It could have been our family member. It could have been, you know what I mean? It could have been a random person on the street. It's just like, we got upset in traffic. We flipped somebody off and maybe we were in the wrong. But our ego took over in the moment. And it's just, we've all done things or we will. It's just like this whole notion of like this perfection that we're trying to put out, like we have to be morally right all the time, like you can't you're like, you get name called like a racist or homophobic or any of these things. It's like, dude, stop calling me names. And whatever I believe is none of your fucking business, man. I can believe whatever the fuck I want to believe. You can believe whatever the fuck you want to believe. So, like, if somebody is a homophobe, who gives a shit? If somebody is a person who's a gay person who hates straight people, who gives a shit? If a black person hates a white person, who gives a shit? If a white person hates a black person, who gives a fuck? As long as people aren't being harassed or being, like, violent, there's violent interactions. Like, if somebody has personal belief, what are we supposed to do with people who are racist black people, who are racist white people? What are we supposed to do with these people? Are we just supposed to, like, cut them off so they can't work anymore? They can't work anywhere and they have to, like, try to be homeless or whatever? Should we, like, execute these people? This is what these people on the left basically think. Like, they should be dead. You know what I mean? Like, they call me this too. They call me They call me everything in the book. I don't give a fuck what you call me. I don't care. Call me whatever you want. I know I'm not anti-black. I'm not anti-gay. I'm not anti-Christian, or I'm not too big on the Muslim religion. But, like, if you want to say that, that's your opinion. I don't give a fuck. And that's the attitude people need to have. I literally don't give a fuck right now. Do you understand what we're living in right now? Like, how expensive it is and how stressful it is? Do you think I really sit back and give two shits who thinks I'm a fucking racist at this point, when basically all of my money goes to bills constantly? And it feels like I live to work, not work to live. Do you know how many people are living like me right now and are just fucking fed up with it? That's cool that you rich people, who segregate yourselves from the rest of us, have the time, have the less stress in your life, so you can be, like, morally superior to fucking everybody. That's cool. You're morally superior to everybody, rich people, white liberals, but you segregate yourselves from everybody. I don't see these white liberals living in black communities. What are you doing to revitalize these communities? Why aren't you integrating yourselves into these communities and trying to boost them up? Why aren't you creating businesses in these communities? Why not? You sit here and say that you're pro-black, you're pro this, then why aren't you fucking integrating yourselves and trying to boost and trying to help these people out? You're not, because you're fucking fake. You're phonies. That's all you are. And that's all most people basically are. I don't understand how I can just, like, I'm living life like normal, you know what I mean? Like, and everyone's, like, going on the normal when the gas prices are $4. They just went up $1.60 in what? 2 months? Not even 2 months. And who knows how high they're gonna go. MAGA's over here talking about, oh, they're gonna come down. Yeah, sure, dude. Sure. I hope they do. Like, I'm hoping that Trump does good for us. Like, I'm rooting for him to do good for us. Like, I don't want them to do bad. I want good for America. Like, it's just ridiculous, man. It's just ridiculous. But it's stupid. This whole society, like, oh, I think that, a lot of us, the next generation, they've already realized this, and we're just waiting for, like, the older people to pass on, and, like, the gloves are gonna come off. And there's a lot of people who are being treated like babies, who have been treated like babies their whole lives, that you're about to come into reality. There's a lot of people. You're about to, you're not gonna have this social stigmas that you've been relying on your whole life. This social state, like, oh, you're this, you're that, and you try to get, you feel bad for me for this, feel bad for me for that. Like, people just don't give a fuck. Like, they're worried about their own. They don't care. They're not worried about little shit. They have big shit to fucking worry about. That's what I'm trying to say with this is like we have big shit to worry about. We don't have little fucking microaggressions or little this and it's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.